Всем привет, я Донис. Мы продолжаем проходить Kingdom Come Избавление. И по ходу дела у нас будет длительная осада замка. Все не так просто, как сначала казалось. Я думал, что штурм Враника — это все, конец игры. Но нет. Все гораздо сложнее и интересней и печальней. Теперь мы штурмуем Тальнберг. Ну не штурмуем, осаду будем делать. И будем строить трибушет. Да. Ну ладно, так прикольнее. Так, надо переговорить тут со всеми. Тобиаш Фейфар.
Greetings. What do you need?
А, нет, не с ним.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. The men are as nervous and short-tempered as caged bears. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the fleas. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve a decent burial, and a lot of wounded, including one of their lordships. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not even the main problem.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day. We don't have that much time.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that.
You, Henry.
Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
How are you faring, Sir Robard?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cutthroat thug lolling about in my bed at the castle.
Well, at least no one's raised Talmberg.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to smoke the bastard out.
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart, too. That place is my home.
А, кстати, когда мы вылазку-то делали, мы освободили придворных. Они ж, наверное, убежали. Когда пана Яна Птачика подстрелили, они ж выбежали. Наверное, скрылись, так что не совсем зря все было.
What's the easiest way to take back Talmberg?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy the castle. Personally, I'd like to return to it.
Repairing the castle would be expensive.
And time-consuming. No trebuchet is wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces and Sigismund comes back, he'll make short work of us.
Do you think Sigismund will come back?
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will. The whole country will know about it soon enough.
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Talmberg. Like that fellow Havel.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Ratai. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Вот будет прикольно, если мы будем тут осаду делать, а тот пойдет и завоюет Ратая. Будет вообще офигенно.
Is there some way we can get through the gate?
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Istvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battering ram might breach it, but how could you get one that close? I reckon we'll have to set fire to it.
Stack up brushwood and light it?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible. The local charcoal burners surely have some.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to break through.
Exactly.
And what about the walls? Which side is the most vulnerable?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try anything there.
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again, only this time we'll do it better.
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranic for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him.
Is there anything you can tell me about Talmberg's weak points?
The truth is, Talmberg has far too few weaknesses. Who'd have thought that was something I'd come to regret?
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranic for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his...
Is there anything else I can help with?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the quarry.
Угу.
Good luck then.
Так, ладно, тут еще столько дел всяких.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Talmberg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
He was with Sigismund?
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that too well.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base at Bethlen Castle.
You're still an engineer, though. Couldn't you build it yourself?
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? What forces are at work in the contraption? If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead of the enemy.
Banished? Like a common criminal?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wise men with him and they're writing some book together.
What's he doing here in Sasau?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had to pay handsomely to get him.
А, монастырь, это он как раз руководит Я что-то... Наверное, встречал его.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation. Try having a word with him. By all accounts, he hates Sigismund.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that trebuchet after all. See you later.
Ракетчик. Ракетчик. Найди Конрада Кейзера в Сазавском монастыре. Сколько всего.
God save you, Henry.
Как там мой конь поживает? Было приятно увидеть его в замке. Так, тут куча точек еще всяких. Сначала сюда поговори с Каптенармусом.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ой-ой-ой, выживи! Фу.
Yeah.
Кстати, а чем мне там зельями? А, все в порядке. Ну, сейчас не буду пить.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Чё ж вы грязные такие все?
How are we doing with the food?
Who wants to know? One of their lordships?
No, I just wondered if there was anything you're short of.
Oh, I see. The lordling is wondering if we're in urgent need of anything. Well, well. To tell the truth, we don't have much meat. They bring it round often enough, but never as much as they should.
Yes, I've heard something like that.
I'll say. Every other man's moaning on about it. The gamekeepers are doing all they can, but they can't keep up. So if you know how to help them out, bring it right here. I'll take care of the rest.
Fine, I'll keep that in mind. Do we have any beer?
Christ, I wish we did. Our ale's all gone, and we've drained the local inn dry.
That's bad news.
Don't I know it? You can't go and catch a beer in the woods, either. But if you happen to know about some, let's hear it. News like that'd refresh me almost as much as a drink. And the lads, too. Good luck to you.
Угу. На охоту и за пивом сходить.
God save you. What can I do for you?
How are the men holding up?
They're a rabble. The out-of-towners are desperate to go home. And the locals, they've got nowhere else to go. So they're just generally complaining.
Are they causing trouble?
No trouble as such. It's true I've caught a few of them asleep on their watch. There's nothing a couple of lashes of the whip can't cure.
Well, there might be a simpler solution.
Whipping a man's simple enough. Just give one of them a beating, the others will remember. And when they forget, do it again.
But then you'd have an injured soldier. It occurred to me a herbal potion might do the trick.
I never heard of any wives' quackery helping troop morale. But Christ knows they could do with something to flush the booze out of them and keep their eyes open.
Кстати, я не переоделся. Добыча?
I have some, trophies.
Let's see. Quite a collection. My boy, you're God's own avenging angel.
How goes it, Sir Bernard?
How goes it? We're sitting here under the castle, and all day long there's folks hewing stones. My ears are ringing as if I'd been struck on the head, which is just how I feel.
I felt that way too since the night of the attack.
That went horribly wrong. And even so, we were lucky. Could have gone much worse. God be with you.
Посмотрите, сколько заданий всяких. Жесть. Найди какого-нибудь травника, который мог бы сварить снадобье, прогоняющее сон. Так, сюда еще мы не сходили. Поговори с паном Дивишем.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
А чё они в разных лагерях находятся?
How are you, Henry?
God bless you. What troubles you?
How do you feel, Sir Divish? How's the shoulder?
I felt better, boy. I feel awful, truth be told, and my shoulder's paining me.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll soon be better.
The flesh can be healed, perhaps, but the spirit,
Henry, can you do something for me?
What is it you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician. The closest was in Rovna, but I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Ujits. What's his name?
Godwin. But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men, and I have to confess my sins. Take care.
Угу.
Surprise was on our side. We should storm it. Bollocks. There's not enough of us for that. And we can't starve them out either. They've got more grub than we do, the poxy bastards. And then there's the hostages.
Aye, that's a right royal fuck up.
А переодеться надо. Вот он сидит. Виновник неудачи.
Greetings. What business have you?
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Ratai instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
You must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since... actually ever.
Really? Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements, dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a
Henry.
bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, all right then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord.
Goodbye.
God be with you.
How are things with you?
I wish it was all over and done with.
Don't we all? Let's pray we finish it soon.
I've never been in a siege, but I hear it can last weeks or even months. May the Lord watch over you.
Так, что там у нас? Месть. Найди Маркварта фон Аутлица и отомсти за своих родителей. А, кстати, Маркварта этого я вообще не видел. Так. Пиво, это сюда за пивом? Ага. Туда, за Конрадом. Ну, правильно, монастырь строит. А, пиво можно из разных точек. Травник. Тут ближе есть. Так, тут у нас что? Пиво. Священник. Священником... Поехали вот сюда. К травнику, потом туда.
Yeah.
Да, замок неприступный вообще. Как же эта пани так пустила в свой дом этого бандита? Такая наивная.
Yeah.
Вот следующий Elder Scrolls должен быть как минимум не хуже этой игры. Я надеюсь, что будет еще красивее. В плане графики. Ну, прямо новый стандарт качества графики.
I need something to keep our soldiers awake. Do you know of anything that might help?
I do know of a concoction to ward off sleep. I can teach you how to make it if you like.
That'll be very helpful.
Угу. Ну, сейчас сварю. Так. И какое-то зелье. Да будь зелье другим способом. А какое зелье? У меня оно есть даже одно. А какое зелье? Что-то не врубился. Так, зелье, которое у меня в одном экземпляре. Петушок. Восстанавливает энергию, прогоняет сон и дрем... О, да, петушок. Петушок. Ну, написать могли бы, блин. Может, я проглядел где-то. Кстати, от тяжести в животе можно сделать. Так, а сколько? 60! Офигеть! А, валерьяна и мята. Сейчас. В коне были. Так, немножко не хватает. Мяты, наверное, не хватило. Угу. Прекрасно. 60 петушков. А у них не будет проблемы, так скажем, отсутствия девушки, когда они примут этих петушков? Там не будет из-за этого мужеложества? Надеюсь, обойдется все. Так, сюда теперь. А, надо было проехаться, просто дичь поубивать. Ладно. Так и поесть надо. Тут негде поесть. Так, ладно, надо свои припасы использовать. Колбаса у меня. Энергия минус. Ну, и фиг бы с ней. Вот, меда лучше съем.
God save Henry.
I'm honored that a knight...
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I don't have anything that would last the journey there. And I certainly don't want to swing for poisoning anyone.
Блин, то есть я думал, в любое место можно.
God be with you.
У кого ж пиво может быть? Так, и он говорит расстояние, то есть надо ближайшая точка. Ближайшая точка G. Так, либо вот это, либо вот это. А это вообще-то ближе. Ладно, сюда поеду. А, кстати, это он же здесь. Предприниматель. Хренов. Еще сама пешка как вариант. Сначала сюда, наверное. Тут тем более, углежоги.
God save you.
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
I'd like to help, but sadly I simply can't. My own parishioners are watching me closely, and if I make just one false move, they'll have the bishop down on my back.
But Sir Divish himself...
If he wants me, let him come and speak to me himself. But I'm not going anywhere. It's your fault I have to live with a sword dangling over my head, Hal. And don't think I've forgotten it.
I never forced you to do anything. And just because I didn't help you out, you're denying God's forgiveness to innocent strangers.
How dare you? Do you think I'd stoop to such pettiness? My reasons are honorable.
All right, I understand. So why don't you turn it round on them? Why don't you say you'll go to Talmberg because it's the right thing to do and your Christian duty? Even though you might be shot in the process, like that saint.
Sebastian. That might help, I suppose. But tell me the truth. Is the air really thick with arrows?
It is a siege, but all the camps are well out of range, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, see how the martyrdom angle works, and then I'll go. At least getting out of here for a while will give me a break from all those judgmental looks. To forgive is human, damn it! Or is it to err that's human? I can never remember.
Внушить мысль о мученичестве. Да. Это церковники любят. Отец Багута. Так, вопрос с пивом не решен. И с дичью. Поскакали сюда. Только не быстрым телепортом, по обычному, по старинке. Тем более, лишний повод прокатиться на моем супермерине.
Yeah.
Для тех времен такие скорости — это просто сумасшествие. Даже когда появится машина, они не сразу смогут так быстро ездить. Так, мне надо стрелы взять какие-нибудь попроще. Обычная стрела, во. Охотничья даже, во. Красотища какая. Так, ладно, в лесу поищу. Там должны быть олени какие-нибудь. Интересное место? Ай, пофиг. Вон они. Олени. Уходят, заразы. Так. Блин. Блин, надо переложить. А что у меня еще там такое тяжелое? Клюв ворона. А, петушки! Блин, надо было петушков отдать сначала. Ладно. Куда эти олени ушли? Эх, холера. А грибы им не пойдут? Прикольная хижинка в лесу. Так, по-моему, что-то двинулось там. По идее, должно хватить теперь. Все, поскакали. 200 надо, да, там есть 200 по-любому. Так, мне есть не надо, нормально.
Welcome, Henry. How are you?
I'm looking for some pitch for Talmberg.
Already? What happened to the last lot we supplied?
I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Do you have any, or don't you?
I do. I had a buyer lined up, but it's been a while since he showed his face. What do you need it for?
Talmberg's been taken by a horde of brigands, so we're laying siege to it. We could use some pitch.
Christ blood. I hadn't heard the news. All right, it's all yours. You gave us a hand with that ginger when we needed it, and if it's for Sir Divish, I know my duty. If you want to haul it away yourself, feel free, or I can get someone to deliver it to you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Take care.
Прекрасно. Так, петушков неплохо бы отдать. Сначала сюда дойду. Надеюсь, у этого чувака есть пиво. У него все есть. Я думаю, что будет, но только он денег потребует немало. Попробует потребовать. Вот, кстати, им шлюха там нужна по-любому. Вот самое тебе место сейчас вот там вот. Вот сюда бы ее, к Тальмбергу. Особенно после того, как петушков все выпьют.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
О, мне нужны работники в Прибыславицу?
Hey, I've got this thing going in Pribyslavitz, and there's plenty of problems, and, well, I could use a helping hand.
Sorry, Henry, old pal, but I'm up to my ears in my own problems. Maybe another time, when things get settled.
Да ладно.
I'd like you to teach...
Certainly.
I want to achieve...
All right, but it'll...
Isn't that quite... Is it?
Well, a little... Agreed.
О, новое очко умений. Хреново, что не согласился. Наверное, миссию надо было с ним сделать. Там миссия дебильная, грабить. Отчаянный храбрец. Ваши атаки со спины станут на треть сильнее. Пущай.
Here, just as you
God
ordered.
almighty, has something happened to you?
Ну что с моей одеждой, порвалась, типа?
Here you are, and good health.
What do you think about Talmberg being attacked?
What do I think? That as long as decent people can live in peace, I can talk my way out of paying taxes. I don't care who my liege lord is.
Well, this new lord never forgets a man who fails to pay him a single groschen, and the poor probably go straight to the gallows for it.
That's terrible news, especially for us. Poor folk. I hope you'll drive him out of here so fast he'll shit himself, or hang him from the tallest Talmberg tree.
People usually shit themselves when that happens too.
All to the good. A nice bit of manure and everything blossoms.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to grumble. Can't you send some there?
I could. There's nothing in it for me.
Just as a matter of interest, who do you pay your taxes to?
You're saying I should be paying to Talmberg, to old Sir Divish? When Sir Havel of Waldeck was the master here, I managed to wriggle out of it. Nobody's come collecting since.
Well, right now, there are 3 noblemen camped by Talmberg, one of whom might be very interested to learn about all the tax you owe. I imagine he might want to collect it in the form of beer.
When you put it like that, I have got a few kegs I could send over. I won't lose out too much. They'd only spoil if I kept them longer, and I'd have to throw them away.
Just remember, if you poison them, they'll hang you for it.
Those soldiers would drink it up long before it's time to go off. And what's more, what with all that cabbage being eaten, it wouldn't occur to anyone.
Блин,
It came courtesy of the beer.
это плохо,
I'll have
если
them
им
loaded up right away and take them.
пропоносятся они.
And give their lordships my regards. Tell them I'm sending my best beer as a gift. Why the devil shouldn't I get some goodwill out of this at least? Good luck to you.
Ну ладно. Так, надо петушков теперь сдать. Еще из другого места пива. Ладно. Ну, я еще поеду насчет трибушета, к ракетчику этому. Там, может быть, другие будут варианты с пивом. Путник. Где этот путник?
I've got this plan. Henry, I'm glad you came. What is it?
You look like a well-travelled man. And as it happens, I'm looking for someone just like you.
All right. Tell me what it's about.
It's a little complicated. Let's just say I know where there's some riches buried. And you could persuade me to share that knowledge with you. For a reasonable price, needless to say.
А почему бы нет?
Sounds a little fishy to me.
Well, I helped this merchant out, see? His wagon got stuck in the mud, and in return, he shared it with me.
He told you where he had money hidden. That sounds unlikely.
The thing is, at the time, he wasn't quite alive, see?
What?
I mean, I found the merchant dead in his wagon. So me and my cousin freed the wagon, and as I was helping him into the grave, we dug... Well, my hand accidentally slipped inside his coat and caught hold of this parchment with something scribbled on it.
Right. No beating about the bush. That's a rather wild...
Excellent. Here, take...
80 грошей вообще фигня. Так, снадобье.
Yeah.
А, кстати, с Дивишем поговорить надо.
Greetings. What business have you?
I've arranged for a priest to come. He promised to take care of the people around here.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting the spirit can help us all. God be with you.
Так, секундочку, а где это? Уже вон где. Короче, на С.
God be with you.
This might help, and there's plenty of it.
There certainly is. I'll have to get all those poured into a keg. But if it works, I'm in your debt.
I just want to make sure we get rid of those bastards holed up in the castle.
No more than I do, lad.
And to see Istvan hang from the highest tower.
I'll drink to that. Well, I would if I wasn't on duty. See you later.
Так, секундочку. Почему у меня вес? Петушки у меня остались. Чё за нафиг? Во дела. Ладно. Надо мясо теперь отдать.
Yeah.
I'm honored that you should...
А, не. А, я достал пиво и дёготь. Окей.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Robard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, he can stop worrying.
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it.
I've arranged some beer for you from the local tavern.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us. Like your own kith and kin. Take care now.
Так, надо переложить из лошади. Угу. Почему обокрасть?
I brought you some meat.
Stack it over.
Ай, колбасу отдать могу.
That's the lot.
Good. Well, thanks very much. And when you've got more, feel free to stop by. You won't be unwelcome. Oh yes, and here's a little something for the trip. Farewell.
А, еще набрать? Окей. А, все, я пиво отдал, теперь не надо больше. Ну ладно, надеюсь, что нормальное пиво там. Мясо можно еще собрать. Надо набрать. Так, теперь нам надо сюда лекаря найти и ракетчика. Но это уже в другой серии. Это заканчивается. Всем, кто смотрел, спасибо. До встречи.